Hello everyone, Yensid Organist here, and welcome back to another episode of OrgelCraft. Hope y'all are having a good day. Look, I can sit down! You were fooled by that, right? Definitely. I guess if I went like here. Nope, that's my face coming through. Oh my goodness. The amount of work it has taken to get this world back where I want it is kind of absurd. Can I have these boots, please? How do I get... Okay, that's the elytra. I really don't have any more room in there. That's why the other elytra was in my ender chest. Okay. Sorry, distractions. I got the mod that does the... What did I just do? How? I'm so very confused right now because this is not the interface that I had. I had this little box that was in the middle of the screen, not this, and now I have clicked on this, and I have, okay, alright, cool. Well, yay, that's amazing. So now I have the ability to, because I think if we, how do you click and scroll? Aha! There we go. And then I can look over there. Oh, yes. And the body can go forward, backward, completely detached from the legs. All right. Anyway, armor statue mod. Armor poser mod is what that is. So I have that going. What else? What else did I do? Oh, Lightmatica and Mini Hut are back. Turns out they're still in their beta versions, so that's why they are not available on CurseForge, but they are available over on Modrinth. So, it's nighttime. It's not nighttime. It's not nighttime until it touches the horizon. You know this. Yeah. What else? What else did I have to do? I did get a mod that removes the fog. I want one that just removes the nether fog. I like the overworld fog. I don't like the nether fog. The mod that I got, which is here in the menu, is this disable fog. Theoretically, this atmospheric fog is supposed to be the nether. This terrain fog is supposed to be the one in the overworld. The atmospheric one works for the overworld as well. So I'm keeping the mod. If I'm doing extensive work in the nether, I'll turn the fog off. Otherwise, I'm going to leave it on. I'll leave it on for the overworld. I feel like there was something else that I added just to get things running smoothly again. Oh, yes, flashback mod. Yeah, replay mod is not a thing anymore, so I have moved over to flashback, but I haven't used it yet, but that's okay, because I'm going to. So, I did promise a building episode, and I'm going to build something. I just don't know what. But when I've been away from Minecraft for a while, or when I've been away from building style Minecraft for a while, one of the ways that I like to get back into it is to just take something that is a nice little grindy project, you know, terraforming, mining, stuff like that, that just gets me spending time in the world, doing all of the Minecraft things. Sheep, you're gonna fall. You know, and just kind of gets me back into the habit, because that's the real problem, you know, is not necessarily, you know, the lack of ideas. It's more that I haven't flexed the Minecraft muscle in a while, and it's kind of hard to, it can be difficult to get back into that. So, like I said, the way I always like to get back into things is with a nice grindy project. The good news is I have lots of grindy projects. The bad news is, in order to actually complete a grindy project, I need time. And it's Saturday night, and if I think this episode's coming out on Monday, I don't have a ton of time, especially because I actually have things I have to do tomorrow. Pfft, life. How annoying. Yeah, so the project that I would love to do is I would love to get the road finished, at least to connect it to, over there. Right there. Yes. Oh, I was like, I'm flying. I'm not flying. I'm free camming. Yeah. So, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to test out the flashback mod, which I have no idea how to use, and that's going to take some time. But let's do a little bit of a terraforming time-lapse right here. And we're just going to see how far I can get by working on this for a few hours. So, time-lapse, go. So I'm going to spare you what is about to happen in the replay, because if you look at what I'm working with here, this is an absolute mess. It starts raining in the time lapse, and the entire thing just completely freaks out. As you can see, look, I'm currently looking down through my world. As I move, like, different things come into play. I have absolutely no idea why this has happened. I have done research, and I cannot figure out why it is doing this. And if I were to play this, you'll see, yeah, it just goes back to this. You can see nothing that I'm doing. So, gotta say, first experience with the flashback mod, not a great one. And I don't know, maybe I shouldn't record for 3 hours straight, which is the length of the time lapse you're looking at. But yeah, yeah, definitely frustrated. This is one of those things that would typically make me quit and not do anything else. But yeah, let's go see what it actually looks like. So here is the actual progress on clearing this terrain for the roadway. We definitely still have a long way to go because we need to level this all the way out to here. And quite frankly, I might actually need to do more beyond that, because I'm pretty sure this roadway over here is lower than that one. Let's find out. Let's see here. This one is sitting at 70. Oh, actually, maybe not. Oh, this one is also sitting at 70. Fantastic. Okay. Well, that's good news. That will make finishing that off considerably easier. By the way, here's all the resources I have gathered from clearing that out. Yeah, got a lot of grass, a lot of dirt, a lot of stone. I know what the stone's going to be going to, but we'll worry about that at a future date. Yeah, so that is the progress. Coming along nicely. I think for the next episode, I think I'm going to work on finishing this part of the road, and then I think we're also going to work on kind of fixing up some of the terrain around here. I want to flatten some of this. Obviously, I want to clear, like, this little hillside here. And then, you know, just kind of fill everything in we made a little bit of a flat plane here, but there's a cavern under here, but it's not finished, so I need to get that done. But you'll notice there was a distinct lack of mobs under there. So did some research, and yes, in fact, the chunk loading does not work in a single-player world, because every time you restart the world, all of those reset. So, fortunately, there is a mod. I don't know if it'll show in here. Yes. So, restore spawn chunks basically allows you to do that, and you can set them for whatever you want. So, I've got that in, and yeah, so this world is now functioning as it should. Also, let's talk about this wall, because this was a thing several episodes ago, and it's actually I've come back around to it. I do think I want to take some of the glow lichen off. I'm not sure I want to take all of it off, but I actually think I'm okay mostly with where this is, and I think I might just change my vision on what I want this to be. So, it's still a work in progress. We will come back to it, but after living with it for a little while, I'm more okay with it than I was before. So I promised building in this episode, and that is what we are going to do. One of the things that I have been stuck on has been the houses for the neighborhoods, and I was going with this modern-looking style, and I like what I've done as far as all of these houses go. I do think they need a little bit of tweaking now that I'm coming back and looking at them with fresh eyes. But my biggest thing is I don't feel like they quite fit the vision that I have for these neighborhoods, and I'm not really sure what that vision is. So that's part of the problem. So what I want to do is I want to play around with some other styles than just this modern block structure. I've looked up a whole bunch of reference images online because I think I want to go less modern and more retro futuristic. So imagine, like, you know, what they thought the houses of the future were going to look like back in the 60s and 70s. I feel like that might fit better with the vibe of this place than just full-on modern. So I'm gonna spend some time in creative designing a couple of things, and then we will put them here as test subjects in this world. Welcome to the experimental prototype Suburban Houses of Retro Tomorrow. Epsfort. Alright, so I went through and I designed 4 houses, some based on like concept art of futuristic houses, some based on actual modern retro futuristic houses. Some definitely have more of a modern slant, but I was trying to get away from the blocky vibe for some of them, and I think I've been somewhat successful. Now, unfortunately, my time is limited, so you're only getting one of them today. And then we will either spend some time with that next time, or I'll build them between episodes and show you what I'm working on so I can get your feedback. So, let's go up here. And we are going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to start with a 5 by 5 square. Alright, then we're going to go up 3. Like this. Alright, and then we're going to do stairs along here. like that, and then we're going to bring our slabs out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to fill that in the rest of the way. And we will do that on all 4 sides. Am I doing this right? That's going to be there. I think I might have gone 1 too far out. So, because we're going to do 1, 2, 3. Yeah? Yes, I came out 1 too far. Probably going to need this. That's all right. We'll go get them in a second. All right. So, yes. So, we'll do that. All right. And then this is going to go here. Those are our corners. Oh, I didn't finish this side. Okay. And then blocks in the corners, up 3. And then we're going to do that. And then in the middle, we're going to do pale oak trapdoors. And then we're going to fill all this in with glass. So, there. And then we'll repeat this for all 3, or all 4 sides. So there's that. Missed. What did I? Oh, did I put slabs there? Blocks. There we go. Do that. Lost my trapdoors. Where are they? There they are. Let's see. We'll do... That's the easier way to do glass panes. That is a block too high. Did I build... Okay. I must have built this wrong. We'll grab that in a minute. Probably gonna need these. Okay, and then we need a roof on the place. So we're gonna go slabs. And actually, I have that wrong. This needs to be stairs here, because it's going to mirror what we have on the bottom. There we go. Okay, so then slabs over here. Stairs there. Why do I feel like I'm 1 stair short? Can I not count? It's possible. Uh-oh. I fell. How are we going to do this? We're going to do this like that and like that. Take that. Not the stairs. Yeah, I'm definitely one stair short. I'm not sure what happened when I was calculating this. I must have missed one. That's fine. Okay, and then we're going to do like that in the center. And let me grab, I should have. There we go. We need one more stair. I know. Use scaffolding. So there is one of our houses. Now, in the original picture, the building was a little bit more rounded, as opposed to having some of these harsh corners. But as far as Minecraft goes, I like this. I feel like this is kind of along the lines of what we're looking for. Now, what I don't like about this is I don't like that it has absolutely no color to it. And I'm not quite sure what to do about it. We could change the trapdoors out here. We could replace the trapdoors for walls or something. The trick is when you have... you know, if you're looking for something that has a connected texture, you're a little bit limited on the blocks that you can use. And originally I did the blocks as white concrete and then the quartz for the slabs and stairs, and that just doesn't look very good. So maybe what we could do is trade out, you know, the quartz blocks for a different color of concrete. You know, something that would give it some contrast in these sections. I bet you could probably even leave the lower section as oh, I fell in a hole. Yeah, you could probably even leave this as a I completely lost my train of thought. Oh, leave it as the quartz and then have the color up there for something that would offset it. But yeah, so that is one possibility. And unfortunately, that is all the time I have to build today. So, yeah, I did promise building. We did building. I hope you like it. Yeah, I got a little carried away in designing some other houses, but I figure it's better to put them here in the world than always be hopping over into creative in videos. So, yeah, so let me know what you think. Yeah, I think that eventually this whole neighborhood that we've done here is going to be torn down and rebuilt, because I think I want to plan some roads for the area and then work houses around that. But at least now we have some ideas, we have some concepts, and we're seeing them all together and how they work together and what we want to do with them. So I think that is where we are going to call it for today. So thank you all so much for watching. See ya real soon.